Hey guys, that is Gotta Race here. Hi there, hope all is well. Today I'm here to talk about some, additional controls that are available in Simhub that I wasn't aware of, and they're simply amazing. It's been a while that I've been using the U-Shake 6. I'm gonna show a quick video about it here. The U-Shake 6 has 6 transducers inside. It's like having 6 butt kickers on your seat underneath you, right underneath you. So you feel each suspension on your legs and your waist and your butt, you know, like in real life. And it's really amazing. However, the original software from Sim Racing Studio to control it has some limited controls, and I even bought the premium version of it. It adds some additional controls, but in terms of the simulation itself, I found it really muddy and confusing to set up. But I found out recently that you can actually control that in Simhub. So in Simhub, and that works for U-Shake 6, works for Butt Kicker and other shakers in the market. You come to the Shake It base shakers, come to controls, sound output. So identify which speaker, which sound output is your device. In this case, the U-Shake 6 is seen by your computer as this speaker set. And you can actually control each channel individually here. So all my 6 transducers within the U-Shake 6 are independently controlled at Simhub. And then I can determine, that's a whole new level of control that the original software doesn't have. That allows you to say, I want to feel the ABS, on my thighs here in front, more over on the front suspension, but also I want to feel it on my seat underneath, a little bit. The acceleration G-force, I pretty much want to feel it on the seat and the waist in the back. I actually removed it from the waist because I wanted to clear things up a little bit, so I'm pretty much feeling it on the underneath to the back of the car. In this case, it's totally personal preference, but play with it a little bit. You have custom effects that you can enable. I'm actually not even using these. Let me turn this off. Custom effects you can use, like, okay, I really want to feel tire slippage or something, and you can play with it and configure. I didn't explore that much. The deceleration, I want to feel it mostly on the front suspension, not so much in other parts of the car. The engine vibration, gear grinding, and the gear shift, I want to feel it right on the top of my back, not so much underneath, but more on the middle of the back, like the engine position right behind the driver. You also have different configurations for the front and the rear on jump landings. Whenever your car hit a curve, comes down, that rapid suspension movement, you can feel it too. The lateral G-forces I'm putting on each wheel here, so I feel it a lot more when the car is turning, especially when the TC is about to kick in and start to feel it, the lateral G-forces a lot more. The original software also has these, but the effect is muddy and you not always perceive among many other things. So in this one you can control it a lot better, and I felt it a lot better using the software. And some of these other things that I couldn't feel really well in the original software, but the road impacts, the road rumble, the road vibration, all of these things, since I can control where I'm gonna feel it, it worked a lot better. So it provides a much better control. Also, they have this special RPMS control, which is the engine rotation. So you can feel like, even when the engine is rotating and skipping a bit, or you feel that engine sound and the mufflers and everything. You they created an algorithm that simulates that, and it works a lot better. Even have an additional simulator road texture. I didn't turn that on. I feel like it is too much. I try to take a less is more approach here to really feel clearly each one of the effects. Uh, this one is interesting, the speed and speed with curving. Both of them, as you start to develop speed, you feel the vibrations of the car with the speed, the wind going, and you know, the, even though you might be on a very stable, and good tarmac, but as the speed grows up, things start to vibrate in the car, and you feel it here. So it adds a lot to the immersion and realism. The traction control, when it becomes active, I can feel it as well. So, and these are your control just when they go on and off, and then when you go into the profile, you can actually set the intensity of each of one of these effects. Actually, I want to increase this, but you can adjust, how you want to feel those effects. You can test them, and you can adjust frequency, response curves, gamma. There's a lot to adjust here that can filter out things you don't want to feel, or help to increase the way you feel specific things like tire slippage and things like that. So this really helped me to understand the car more and read more what's happening, especially on turns or braking zones. I even, like, you can see wheels lock here is disabled because I was playing with it, so you can actually feel the wheel lock in the wheel slip. So I tried to take a less is more approach here as well. Totally personal preference, but just to show you that they have detail level of controls over your shaking motors. So shaking transducer, sorry. So try it out if you're using Simhub and you have any shaker. In my case, like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm using the U-Shake 6 from Sim Racing Studio, but Simhub does a much better control of the device. I totally encourage you to support these guys. They are support based. They also have like smaller price for licenses for other levels, but I would totally support them because they are really doing a great job and helping the sim racing community to improve how our sim racing equipment works. So thank you, Simhub, and for this amazing piece of software. And I hope you find this information useful, everyone. And it was for me. And see you next time.